Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Ryder Sigety. I'm a 3-time national GNCC champion, AmPro Yamaha factory support off-road racer, and I'm here with my dad, 8-time national champion, Mike Sigety. Dad, say hello.
Hello, and national enduro champion. Let's clarify that. Thank you.
So I got off to a 3rd place start. Completely my fault. I thought the bike was in gear, but it was actually in neutral when I started it, so I had to get into gear and then go, and I still got 3rd, which I thought was good despite all with all of those problems. But I felt like right here was I don't know, I was having so fun trying to battle with Dom here. Dom is in front of me in 2nd, and then in front of him is Keith in 1st. So we just started trying to make our way up through the pack right now.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to sound cocky when I was saying national enduro champion, just trying to clarify because there's a lot of kind of champions out there. And this race was in New York called High Stakes ECEA Hare Scramble. And there's been a few races here in the past, and it's always been a lot of fun, and this year was no exception.
Yeah, definitely not. I had a great time. I only raced Saturday this race, not Sunday, but I just thought the course was awesome. Even though it was really slick in some spots like the grass track, well, you'll see in a minute or two, where like each turn, I'd come into the corner and be like, oh, I'm about to make the pass, because the person in front of me, Dom, would be sliding out. But then I would also start sliding out, and I could never make the pass. So last time we came to this race, I ended up getting 2nd place, and I don't want to make excuses, but we had a little over a minute pit just trying to tighten my front brake lever, and second was I definitely wasn't happy with it. It was when we came back here today, I was kind of here to redeem myself. You know what I mean? And being in 3rd place right now, I didn't have much opportunity to do that. And I thought that since Keith was in front, and I was behind Dom in the blue sweatshirt, that Keith was getting away. But that's really not what happened. I mean, we were keeping with Keith pretty good, or at least better than I thought we would.
Yeah, you could just see Keith in the distance up there. And in a GoPro, it always makes everybody look so far away. But if you can see him, then he's definitely not too far away.
Yeah, you just saw that line I took. I thought it was a better line because last time we raced here, it was a better line. But then a new line opened up down below that was even faster. So now I'm just trying to catch back up to where I was.
So, as we said, this is the ECEA series, and they race all the youth racers, kids and juniors on Saturday and the adults on Sunday. And they do 3 separate races. Some series put all the kids together at the same time, the 65s, 85s, 105s trail, but not ECA. And because they do it this way, oh, there's Keith.
Yeah, there's Keith. You probably saw him in the intro. Keith fell because it was so slick. He fell. Oh, wait, if you guys listen here, we start to take a line to the right, and I don't know, just listen. At first, I thought that the line we were taking was cheating because another part of the course crosses by there, and I thought that I was just following into cutting in half the course. And then once I saw the line went back on the course, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. So I don't know, it just kind of cleared everything up.
Young man, next time you think somebody's taking a bad line, even if he's your competition, don't. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. The petcock broke off his bike at the start. This guy, huh?
Yeah, he was going down the 2nd straightaway, and he collided with another rider, and they got thrown in the air, and one bike landed on top of the other, and the petcock was just pouring out gas. Here, coming up in this turn, it was one of those situations where it's like, oh, I'm gonna make the pass because of how much he's sliding, past the turn almost, and then I just couldn't make the pass because of how slick it was. It was so slick out.
Really slick. The hardest part of the day was these grass tracks, by far. And that whole field right there when I raced was just nothing but ruts and people stuck there. Not in the hills, not in the ruts, not in the roots, not on the rocks, in the grass track.
Yeah, it definitely didn't get any better as the race went on. Coming up right here on this, like and subscribe by the way, but right here, I hit this jump, and I thought I was gonna make the pass, but apparently there was an inside line there. So many times in this grass track where I just couldn't quite make the pass, but it was so close. See how he's sliding everywhere? You see me just slide out? It was so slick in this grass track.
So Ryder raced here years ago, and he made a video And it was so pathetic. Not pathetic as in like he rode bad. I just felt so bad for him because he was upset and crying running around the track that I never watched that video. The only video he's ever made I never watched. And look how much the bike weighed. Did you see that? You should pause that, go back. 195 pounds. We weighed the bike on Monday. He raced on Saturday. Then we put the bike in the trailer Saturday. Sunday was a sunny day, so the bike dried out. Monday, that's 2 days after the race. 2 days after. I decided to weigh it before we watched it, and it was 195 pounds. And at that point, which was 4 years ago, Ryder himself was only about 100 pounds. So the bike was twice his weight. That was crazy. And this is the same race, and it got really muddy here too. Not quite that muddy for some reason. I guess because it just kept raining a lot. And it's a little hard to tell, but it was raining on and off. Maybe it kind of kept the mud more slick than goopy. But that day was really bad.
Yeah, and a lot of these lines that I like, sometimes you just saw as we went over that hill, there was like a rock. It doesn't have to do with what my dad was saying, but there's like a rock in the middle of the trail, and you just have to make a lot of split-second decisions to like see those rocks. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, coming up soon at 6:30, I was going up a hill, and there's two lines to the left. I'm holding it like wide, and there's so many loose rocks on this hill, and I get on the inside of Dom, and I make the pass. So now I'm in the lead, and I finally get a chance to wipe my GoPro and my bite valve so I could drink water and like clean my goggles, because for the longest time I was in like an intense battle and I didn't even have time to do any of that stuff. So it was just nice to be able to do that.
And Ryder says at 6:30 because that's 6 minutes 30 seconds into the video. We kind of have some notes here.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it said that.
My wife is standing next to us laughing at what we do. This is the first time watching us. Hi, hon. So this place was so slick that it's the only time in my life that I had to be towed twice getting in and once to get out. And we're going to show you some crazy pictures of people stuck, but they didn't come out as good as we thought they would. There was a four-wheel drive truck stuck on flat ground. There was other four-wheel drive trucks sliding down hills sideways and backwards. And when we were leaving, there was a motorhome leaving, a trailer and trailer home leaving rather, sliding right towards another $200,000 or $150,000 beautiful Class A. It was crazy getting out. That guy stuck, four-wheel drive. Look at the tractor. Now we were doing that and other people were doing that, and there was motorhomes down there. You see that black trailer? Well, there's a motorhome after that. This guy started sliding towards that motorhome. You can't tell, but that's why he stopped, because the whole thing was aggressively sliding. It doesn't look like it from the video. It was crazy getting in and out of here. And this is how he pulled me out, and it looks like there's tons of room, but I was really scared here because, again, I could have slid right into one of those motorhomes, and, you know, this isn't bumper cars at the go-kart place. This, you know, you hit someone else, you're screwed.
And then, yeah, you almost hit this tractor, it looked like. Like, you couldn't stop, and the tractor was trying to stop, too.
Yeah, it was crazy getting in and out of those pits. People sliding everywhere. I'm glad there was no damage. At least there wasn't at the point that I left. So our rain prep stuff is obviously a little different than most, but it does seem to be working out pretty well for us, as you can see by some of the things we've done. And one thing we're working on right now is a really good moose riding rain jacket. And they have a bunch, but we're kind of working on a custom one, and we'll try to show you that one in one of our future videos. That will be perfect for repelling the rain, keeping you warm, but at the same time not overheating you. And if I could also take one more second to please ask you what you know I'm going to ask you. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I don't care what you say. Say anything you want. You can make fun of me. You can say Dad's the best and Ryder stinks. I don't care. No, don't say that. All right. No, but this is fun race. Oh, by the way, this field here was filled with cow poop. I almost said the S word. Cow poop. And man, it was you know, you could come back smelling like poop if you weren't careful.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Ryder, what's going through your head right now? I believe this is the beginning of lap 2.
Right now, I felt like when I was behind Dom and Keith that I could go a little like a faster pace than that. So I just knew I had to stay calm and really just hit my marks and just stay consistent throughout this track. And I felt like I could get a good bit going, like a good lead.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, on this, not the beginning of the second lap, you had 20-second lead, and in the beginning of the third lap, you had a 90-second lead. And I think you're going to be coming up to me with a pit board soon, and we'll figure that out. And I don't think it's raining so hard here, but it is going to start raining harder as the day goes on. And for the hour-and-a-half race, Oh, yeah, there's me. I think at that point you had the 90-second lead. This was a cool road. You could really let it go. How fast did your watch say you were going on this road?
Yeah, I was going like 45 miles an hour just on this road.
Yeah, and it looks so smooth and easy, but it did have a little bit of ruts, and then you have this turn right here and this hill coming up soon. How did you make it up that hill?
Just wide open, going left and right, so I could like avoid all the rocks.
Yeah. Is this the hill here, or did we miss that hill?
No, this is the hill right here. Okay. There was like, last time we raced this, it was a really nice wide open hill, but now there's so many rocks on it that you had to go back and forth just to make it up like fast.
The camera does not do justice because, I mean, you know it's tough because you saw all those club members standing there on that hill, but it just looks like a nice smooth road. And speak of club members, I saw club members everywhere and ribbon everywhere. They did a really good job of marking this course. And besides the fact that it takes a lot, that hill was tough right there. I remember a couple years ago, you kept falling over on that hill. But forget about the time and the money it takes to put up all those ribbons. You got to take it all down. You can't leave it up there forever. All those stakes, all those ribbons, it's a lot of work. And it was raining all weekend. Rain. So these guys, these clubs and the committees, hats off to them for working so hard so everybody can have a good time like you and me. Oh, look, the bike's getting a little sideways there.
Yeah. So another thing that's gonna show how little justice the camera does. By the way, I think it was Brian Puskis, and I know Liam Anderson, I'm pretty sure was there too. Was another thing that shows how little justice the camera does is coming up. I hit a little jump into the road, and it looks like such a small jump. And then you look at how high my front brake line is, and you can see, I think that was
Andy Swag.
Yeah, that was Andy, sorry. That was Andy right there. I couldn't tell if it was Andy or someone else that we know. But coming up soon, I hit a little jump into a ravine, and you're gonna see how my front forks bottom out, and it looks like nothing.
I keep struggling with the idea of making your bike stiffer now because you do bottom out the shock and the fork a little more than I think you should. But if we keep going stiffer, then all these rocks and roots and stuff you go over, there go. Here's that jump, by the way. Watch for a second here. That's basically bottomed.
Yeah, you see how high the front brake line was because of how low my forks were?
I like that little creek crossing there. That was fun.
I don't know. Did you guys go to the left right here in your race, or did you go this way?
I think we went to the left. This doesn't look familiar. Oh, wait. Is this when you went over the moss-covered rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over that too. That was a good line. But by the time I got to it, enough people went over the moss-covered rocks that the moss was gone.
So in about a minute or so, you're gonna see why, or one of the reasons why I went from a 90-second lead down to a like a 10-15 second lead, which is a big difference.
Yeah, so I don't really know what the lead was because the results never really got posted anywhere because the internet service was bad. But in addition to what you're going to show them, what else was on your mind that might have been slowing you down a little bit?
What do you? Oh, you wanna?
No, you go.
Okay, so I have GNCC in 2 weeks, and I really do not want to get hurt. I want to stay healthy. So once I feel like I'm going fast enough to the point where I can have the win, I can kind of calm down a little bit, slow down, and just ride it out to the finish. But obviously, I did that a little more than I definitely needed to.
Yeah, so, there was Ranger Emmons, right? So, with the live scoring not working on the phones, I didn't, and it looked like there's another person facing the wrong way. I didn't keep going back to check your lead or lack of lead. Oh, here's what happened. What happened there?
So, my dad, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He decided to give me goggles. And I'm like, I don't need goggles. I only have one more lap left. But I did in fact need goggles. So I ended up not making a full pair of goggles. I ended up needing new goggles about a turn after that, if even that far. And then I tried to wipe it with my hand, and it made everything even worse. So I was just like barely getting to the finish. And I know I should have taken them off, but at the same time, I thought I was going to be racing the next day, and I didn't want to completely ruin the goggles, because once you take off your goggles, they're completely ruined until you like go thorough, deep clean on them. So I was like, I'll just go to the end with these goggles that I could barely see through, because I know the track pretty good by now, and we'll just have to clean off the front. but that did not end up working the way I thought it would work.
Yeah, definitely should have stopped for some goggles. So that basically was a long story, but it makes sense. Oh, is that Nathaniel Oswald there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, he's having a pretty good battle with Jacob Glenn this year. So I also raced this day too, and the interesting thing was I've never gotten an ECA overall. I've gotten a few second overalls in enduros and third in hare scrambles once, but I did get a overall this day. Now, to be completely clear, it was in the morning race, and as Andy Swaggart said very nicely to me, "Are you racing the C race today?" Which completely deflated me, but it is a lot of C riders. So now, instead of people calling me Ryder's dad, I think oh, she's so nice, Liz, look at her. They should just call Ryder Mr. Mike's kid, or Mike's kid, right? Because now I'm a champion and Ryder's below me. So I like the way that sounds. You okay with that, Ryder?
Yeah, I don't know why they would call you Mike's kid when my name's not Mike. But they might call you Ryder's kid or something. I don't know. There's like a ton of names, you know.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, thank you. Leave me alone. So a lot of times when people see me on the track, they say, "Hey, it's Ryder's dad," and I hold my hand up, and they don't even acknowledge Ryder because it's kind of funny. And now they're just gonna ignore me and say, "Look, it's Mike's kid."
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. This what's it called? This grass track was so slick now. Look right here. I don't know if you guys could tell, but my front tire was just sliding, coming in the corners, and I didn't even have the front brake on. It was just like falling everywhere. I kept seeing kids down.
We keep passing all these awesome course workers, like giving you like high fives, not high fives, but like hands in the air. And look, it's raining pretty hard now too. Yeah, those grass tracks were brutal.
There's Andy again,
poor
cheering me
Andy.
on.
Yeah, he had a problem with his bike, and yes, that's his dad's fault. Is this the final lap here?
Yeah, this is the checker.
There it is. There's Liz. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Wait, there's some bonus footage. Really awesome bonus footage, isn't there?
Yeah.
My mistake. I thought Ryder had some awesome footage of his dad kicking everyone's butt, including Ryder's, but we don't have it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate. Hope you get the sarcasm and the jokes, and see you at the next one.
See you guys. Bye.